Good morning. We're going to go ahead and get started. I've got my strap today. So this is a yoga strap. It looks a little bit like a belt, so you don't necessarily need a yoga strap, but if you'd like to do the modifications with the strap, then that's what I'll be using today. Hope everyone is doing well this morning. Let's get started. Starting with our breathing, nice and deep. Setting our intention for our yoga today to do the best we can with what we've got. Paying attention to the messages our bodies are giving us. So now transition to the yogic breath, starting at the belly and then breathing up, fill up the top part of the lungs. I'm going to turn my fan off. I think it might affect how well you can hear me. Continuing with the breathing. Bring that right leg gently up. Pulling that leg toward us, continuing with the breathing. And starting to move that foot, pointing and flexing. Gently waking up those hamstrings. Again, knee to chest, pointing and flexing. Nice deep breathing. Turning the foot toward the right, circling to the right. And the left. And stretching again. And then this time, we're going to take the strap. I'm going to hold it where there's a little bit of space. And just push the foot into the strap. So nice deep breathing here. We can use both arms. We can use one arm, whatever feels more comfortable. Nice deep breathing. Gently pulling on that leg. We're going to let the leg drop. And then we're going to raise it again. Nice deep breathing. Now we're going to let the leg drop over and open up just to the point that feels comfortable. If it doesn't feel comfortable going all the way down to the bed, that's fine. Just let that inner thigh stretch out, release, breathing deeply. And then back to center. I'm going to release this, take off the strap. Tight hug to the chest if we can. And then drop that leg. And pulling up the other leg. Remembering that when we're pulling, we may need to pull. You may want to use the strap to pull this way too, toward you. The straps can be very handy I think probably most belts would do, as long as it's comfortable for you. So pulling and then flexing and pointing. Breathing in peace, breathing out calm. If we notice our legs feel slightly different, that's okay. Straighten that left leg. And again. Turning the foot to the left. And to the right. Straightening again. This time we're going to straighten with the strap. Just gently, gently pulling. You'll feel it. You have a strap in your hand. It's a different kind of stretch. Lowering that leg. Activating those arms. Nice deep breathing. And then raising up again. We're going to open up that hip. Stretch those thighs. Oh, there's a close-up of my foot. I wondered what that was going to look like. Nice deep breathing. Really allow the leg to release. Some people will say breathe into the muscle, which sounds kind of funny, but if you can imagine the air, imagine the breath going right into those tight muscles and then back. And then this time we're going to let the feet be together. So I'm raising that right foot, touching the feet together, and then gently pulling toward me, gently pulling toward our heart center and our head. Trying to keep those legs straight if possible. And then dropping and dropping. And then up again. Rock forward. We're going to transition into seated pose. We're going to rock forward and push with our arms. Let go of the strap a little bit. Pushing up, pulling our legs toward us, moving our hips. We're going to do seated straddle. So seated straddle is with both legs open, remembering when we're on a bed, so it's a little bit different than on a mat, but not that different, I'm finding. 2, remembering to open to the point that feels comfortable. So if this feels comfortable, if this feels comfortable, this feels comfortable, this feels more comfortable, may be helpful to put 2 pillows. It may be helpful to only open one leg at a time, but we're going to open those legs and we're going to use the strap again. But first, let's adjust our breathing. So nice deep breathing. So grateful for our practice as we start our day. Yoga can look so many different ways, and that's why I wanted to do these videos, is to give you so many different options for what you can do to start the morning with yoga. And I understand that some of you may not be doing these first thing in the morning like I am, but it makes such a difference to choose to do yoga, spend a few minutes each day, and our bodies really do start to feel different. So paying attention to that, paying attention to the time that we take for ourselves, because self-care is so important. I would even say it's critical. So nice straight stretch here, nice deep breathing. I'm going to take that strap, I'm going to reach around toward, put it in the ball of an arch of our foot, and we're going to gently, so we're going to turn our hip and our heart center toward that knee and gently walk down. You may find that you prefer the strap than no strap. It has a different feel to it. You're using more of your upper body. It's kind of like hiking with hiking poles. Allowing those hamstrings to stretch out. If we sit a lot, our hips and our hamstrings and our backs can get very tight. Trying to get a little deeper into the pose on the exhales. And walking our hands back up, tightening those abs, protecting our backs. I'm going to change legs. If you want to do this to change the leg and just pull it in, and then straighten that leg out to the best of your ability. Nice deep breathing, hips, heart center. Noticing it's different, or it may feel different, and that's fine. Okay, coming back up. And pull those feet in. Notice that the transitions are gentle. Gentle movement. So seeing if our knees can get close to the bed, gently allowing them to relax, holding on to our feet, nice deep breathing. So we're going to do some chin and neck. So on the inhale, we let our head fall back. And on the exhale, we drop. Inhale back. Exhale, drop. Inhale back. Exhale, drop. And back to center or neutral spine. Now we're going to move from side to side with the breath. So inhaling. And exhaling. And inhaling. And exhaling. And inhaling. And exhaling. Back to neutral, back to the center. I'm going to let our ear drop over our shoulder, inhaling and exhaling and inhaling, exhaling. Trying to move with your own breath. And back to center. I'm going to transition to all fours. So putting our knees together, swinging them around. We do some cat-cows, always checking for alignment. Nice straight spine. This is neutral spine, starting with the hips on the inhale. Arching that back, pulling the shoulders for cow, inhaling deeply. And exhaling, starting with the hips, ending chin to chest. And one more. And back to neutral spine, and we're going to do something called spinal balance. And that's where we stretch that arm in front and we stretch that leg behind nice and straight, flexing that foot. We're going to try to do them both together. Not sure quite how this is going to work. I'm taking a risk here, but here we go. So inhaling up and exhaling down. Changing sides, inhaling up and exhaling down. We want to keep our body in a straight line if we can. Inhaling up. Oh, there goes the balance. And exhaling down. Inhaling up. And exhaling down. And one more. Inhaling up. Really reach and really push like you're pushing the wall with your foot. Nice and flat. And exhaling down. And again. I was feeling kind of messy today. So now we're going to drop to our bellies, to our prone position, allowing those legs to release underneath us. Adjusting our breathing. Pull our arms down to our sides. When we inhale, we're going to raise our bodies. Nice deep breath. Reaching with those arms and your feet, and then exhaling down. And again. more time. I'm going to do half bow. Half bow. It's like the one we did yesterday when I said I could use a strap. So we did a full bow yesterday, which is with both feet at the same time. It's a little easier with a strap to do half bow. So what we'll do is on the inhale, we'll reach and pull up. Actually, hold on. Pull up. I'm not used to doing this with a strap. And then exhaling down. And then again. So we're pulling that foot toward us, lifting that leg. Other leg is straight. And then exhaling down. And let's do one more. So we're activating our legs, activating our backs, activating our arms, opening our chest, and then exhaling down. Sorry, I apologize. I admit that's a little awkward for me. I'll have to practice that some more. I don't normally use the strap for bow, but I thought it might be a helpful modification. So now we're going to do the other side. So inhaling. Actually, let's do that again. Inhaling up, pulling, activating, pushing against that strap, and then down. And again. One more time. Get that strap. So working on the modifications. So we're going to do a couple, we're going to do a new sequence and then we're going to wrap up. So the new sequence is to pull our arms back and push back into child's pose. And on the inhale, we're going to come forward. This is called modified plank. It's hard to get the angle right. Okay, so modified plank is straight arms, straight back, leaning the hips forward. And then modified crocodile is pushing down. Some people call this chaturanga, when your arms are bent like this, and then you push up to modified up dog, and then you go back. So it takes a little practice to move with the breath, but on each breath you change whether you're inhaling or exhaling. So I'm going to modified plank. Trying to keep that back as straight as possible. So modified plank, modified crocodile, modified up dog, and then child's pose. Let's do one more. If this does not feel good to you, find a comfortable position in child's pose and we'll meet you there. So inhaling, exhaling, inhaling, and exhaling. So we're just going to spend the next minute in child's pose. Find a comfortable position in child's pose. I'm going to try the modifications with the pillows that I did before. And just allow your body to relax, allow your breathing to return to normal. pushing ourselves up. So today was a little bit different, using some of the props that are available to us with yoga. And again, this is a yoga strap. It looks just like a belt. It's made out of cotton, and you can find them in a lot of different places. You could just use a regular belt, or you could use a strap of some sort. It doesn't have a lot of give, so I probably wouldn't use something that's really stretchy, like some of those exercise bands. But we can find ways to make yoga work for us. So today was a little different. Maybe wasn't the best workout ever that I've done, but that's okay, because we got up and we did the yoga. And each day we do the yoga that is right for us for that day. So I hope you all have an amazing day, and namaste.